Some of you need your prayers answered right away. I mean, some of you are really in need of a prayer answered. Some of you are so desperate, you've been praying, Lord, help me. And honestly, I didn't know that I was doing this until a couple years ago. Someone brought this to my attention. They said, Teresa, whatever you pray, God answers. It made me stop and think. First of all, I felt great that this person observed that, but it made me think, like, what am I doing for God to answer my prayer? Now, I've had God answer some prayers like instantly, like right at the moment I was praying or right after I prayed, these prayers were answered. And so I had to take some time and evaluate what was I doing to get God to move on my behalf so quick. And I realized that I was really focused in. I mean, my mind was empty of everything else but that prayer that I was needing. And so I just want to tell you that if you're believing God for a prayer, quiet yourself before God. I mean, shut down every other thought, come before God empty. You don't even need worship music or anything like that. You just really need to get quiet before the Lord, and you just really need to allow yourself to focus on that prayer. Feel it in the gut, feel it in your belly. God, and let that desperation, feel that desperation in your belly. And when you do that and you just focus in on that prayer and it's just you and God in that moment, nothing, no other thoughts, nobody else, God will hear and answer that prayer, and it'll be answered instantly. I have one testimony. I'm going to be sharing these throughout the year because I got a list of prayers that God answered instantly. One in particular was I was really desperate in need of God to move quickly. I mean, my spirit was heavy. I remember driving to this park when I was living in Louisiana, and I told my kids to get out the car because I need to talk to God. And I just began to pray and just began to focus in what I was praying about. And literally, he sends this stranger to pull up next to my car. I never seen this woman, didn't know her, and she pulls up and she looks at me, and I'm such focused in on God that at first I don't even notice, but I look at this peripheral view of my eye, and I see her, and I'm like, so she gets out of I could see she looks over at me from her car because she was really close, and she gets out and she said, "Are you okay, lady?"